Boxing star Manny Pacquiao tells boxing scene that he's going to approach the Brandon Rios fight the same game plan that he had for Ricky Hatton. My question for you, Ryan Meza, here at Outlaws, can you compare Rios to Ricky Hatton? Does it even make sense?
No, I wouldn't compare Brandon Rios to Ricky Hatton. I can see why people are doing it just because Brandon has a brawling type style, but Brandon actually keeps his guards up like that.
His face is never marked up.
You know, and that's another thing. Yeah, you got to take into fact, consideration. After fights, if Brandon needs punches, you don't really see too many marks on his face. One thing I noticed about Brandon, he's really good at keeping his gloves up like this and just kind of just letting the punches slide off a little bit. He may eat some shots here and there, but for the most part, he knows how to deflect it pretty good. And as far as Ricky Hatton was always coming in kind of like this, where
Ricky Hatton went down in 2 rounds.
Yeah,
if Manny thinks he's taking Rios down in 2 rounds.
And first off, if Ricky would have listened to Mayweather Sr., like Mayweather Sr. was telling him, they talked about it in the 24/7. They're like, hey, that's the shot that he's usually catching people. Watch out for that shot. And what happened? That was the first shot he got knocked down with.
Shane Mosley had a better chance to beat Pacquiao than Rios has right now. And Shane Mosley didn't beat him. Remember, Shane
fought with 1 leg.
But I mean, still, Shane Mosley was a beast. He was beating everybody.
1 leg. He had torn Achilles.
Shane Mosley was not beating everybody when he fought Pacquiao. Shane Mosley had lost to Floyd Mayweather. And Shane Mosley had a draw with Sergio Mora. Shane Mosley was not the same guy.
Shane Mosley was a beast.
Shane Mosley was a big name, and he is a big name.
And he had a better chance.
But he had
Margarito. Shane Mosley even admitted that he had an injury going into the fight with Pacquiao.
Yeah, torn Achilles.
Remember, before fight with Margarito, many people thought that Pacquiao was going to get murdered. Margarito was big, strong, and
what are you talking about?
No. Let me tell you something right now. Pacquiao's been a favored fighter for so many times. He's been favored over Marquez every time he fought. He's been favored over Morales every time he fought.
I'm talking about Margarito.
Hey, who's right?
When he fought Margarito, you gotta understand.
He's been favored over
Margarito had got destroyed by Sugar Shane Mosley. Then he fought some dude in Mexico and got a draw. He was off for 2 years.
Margarito was a beast.
His paper was in Russian, so
Yeah, but Margarito was a beast by the time, remember? And what happened?
But my point
But the catch weight, that's what killed Margarito. He had to drain himself.
Yeah, he had to go down. I remember.
They didn't fight a 54.
But if you look at the history books in terms of like favoritisms and odds, Pacquiao has always been the favorite for a long time. He has, believe it or not. It's a trip. It is. He always has.
Let's see what happens.
What game plan they come up with, but if Manny is saying that he's going to do the same thing to
no, he didn't say he'll do the same. He said he's going to implement the same game plan.
It may not work. Just because it worked on one guy doesn't always mean it's going to work on the other guy.
What if Rios does the Marquez game plan of knocking Manny out cold?
If he knocks out Manny cold, then Manny's done. That's it. That's the end of Manny Pacquiao. It's hard to see him coming back after something like that.
Well, you never know with his boxing. Roy Jones Jr. is coming back. He's been knocked out.
Roy Jones Jr. Hey, I'm a big fan of Roy. I like Roy, but as far as like the top elite level, like the big stage, it's been a while since Roy's been on that big stage.
Fighting Bobby Gunn now.
But that's where's that happening? I don't know where. I heard he's fighting him, but I don't know where it's happening though. So that's the thing sometimes. Some fighters when they're fighting somewhere, they can stay active, but they're staying active, and that's what keeps them happy. Cool. Just be careful, and just always keep your guard up, and just make sure you're always able to fight, and be cool, physically done. But Ricky Hatton and Brandon Rios, in my opinion, have completely different styles.
So you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't have the same game plan for different fighters?
You just got to be prepared for whatever can happen. You got to be prepared for whatever can happen in there, pretty much.
There you have it right here. Stay tuned. By the way, are you going to watch the fight?
HBO pay-per-view? HBO pay-per-view.
You're excited about it?
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm going to meet up with probably a couple of my boys to watch the fight. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely, and I will be cheering Brandon on, okay? I'm not going to lie. I'm cheering for Brandon. I am, okay? Call me biased, but I am.
It's November 24th, Macau, China. Stay tuned. PageReport.com and Melly, back reporting.